Hello, welcome back, and today we will be showing you, I will be showing you how to build this. This is a model shotgun. It is based on a real-life model, but I do not remember the name of it. And it is probably my favorite weapon I have made so far. Been a little while since I've done one of these, so I decided to do one here. Obviously, it's a little different than my old style, which is just normal full cardboard. Like full paper towels or full paper toilet paper rolls. But this, just to be clear, so you can do this with the pieces you'll need before you start building, you need, you need to cut each one down the middle, and then you need to make it smaller, into a smaller shape. Then you need to tape it up. That'll give you a smaller version of the toilet paper roll. Or you can use, from rolls of wrapping paper, you can use those as well. Those are also very useful if you don't want a seam for your weapon. Like, there's a little seam, but that's about it. Okay, for this, you will need, I'm pretty sure, 4 paper towel rolls, 5 toilet paper rolls, and a box of your choice. I used a pizza box, but you can use any box. It'll look the same, maybe just a little different of a color, depending on what type of box you use. Anyway, so for this, when I say use a paper towel roll or toilet paper roll, I mean the condensed version, so it's smaller. Okay? First, you'll want to put a condensed paper towel roll into a condensed paper towel roll, and that'll make the main part of the gun. Then you want to put a toilet paper roll into the front of that, and put a small piece of cardboard over the front of it. Tape those all together until they're nice and strong, and then go on to the next step. You'll then need to tape another condensed paper towel roll onto the bottom at the front of that. It does not need to go all the way back, but if you want, you can do that, but it will involve 4 paper towel rolls instead of the 3 paper towel roll build. It may be a little sturdier though, so you can invest more if you have the materials. Anyway, after you did that, you want to put a little rim around the front. Then we can go back all the way back here. You want to cut a slight thing out the back of this paper towel roll here, and if you used one on the bottom, you want to cut more out of the top of the one here. Then you want to put a condensed toilet paper roll in it, tape that on, very nice and strong, all sides, this, and the bottom. Make sure it's nice and strong in there, like mine is. Mine is pretty good. And then you want to make the stalk. The stalk consists of 2 toilet paper rolls, full size, not condensed. You'll need to just have one normal, and then you take one, you cut it down the middle, and then you cut a small triangular shape out the back of it. You take that triangle off, and you squeeze it, and then tape it, so it makes this shape on the bottom. Makes it a little more realistic looking, and it makes it look better going up. Anyway, you can make the stalk longer or shorter. I like this size, just the short stalk, but you can do what you want with it. Then, what you'll want to do is you'll want to get your box, and you'll want to trace the shape of the shotgun on the side and also down on the box. Now you want to get to the stalk and then stop, and then you want to cut that out. You're going to want to flip it over so you see the other side of the box, like without the brown cardboard. You want to see the side with the branding and stuff like that on it. And then you want to trace that onto the cardboard. That'll ensure that you have 2 equally sized pieces. You'll then want to tape it on until you get about maybe 7 inches away from the front of the barrel. You want to then tape it until it looks pretty smooth on top, looks pretty good, and it looks perfect on the sides. Then you want to tape the bottom, and instead of just doing that, since the bottom of this particular model is more of a not rounded on the bottom. You want to take another piece of the box, and you want to go up here all the way to the stalk. And tape that in place, and tape the sides onto it. You can then add some detail like this, where you would theoretically put the rounds in, the shells. And we don't add this yet, that'll be added last. You then want to get onto the main part of the shotgun, the pump. Now, for this, you want to cut a toilet paper roll in half. Then you want to cut some of it off, and it'll be like 3/4 of a toilet paper roll. Or I guess for this, you may not need to do that, but I think it looks better with it in 3/4 of its former self. Then you want to take more pieces of the boxes or part of the toilet paper roll, and then put it around it and make it a tight fit, but not too tight. You want to be able to move it back and forth like this, but you don't want it to be so loose that it just wibbles back and forth like this. You have to actually put some force into it. You want to do that on both the front and the back of the toilet paper roll until it looks pretty much like this. You can see what type of tape I used based on the starts of it. Anyway, will get you the basic shape of the shotgun. Now you want to add iron sights. This is a pretty simple thing, and I've had problems with my iron sights. If they're just straight up, they keep breaking. So what I made is a new design for them. And I have the classic iron sight part, this half of the iron sight on the back, and then I have another piece of cardboard going down, which if you can see that, you can perfectly fit a piece of tape in between there, and perfectly just put that down, and it will be much, much sturdier. It won't be coming off if you do it correctly. Now with the front, it's a little more complicated. You want to take a piece of cardboard. You want to bend it so it's in this triangular shape with more on the bottom going out that way, and a little on the top half going out that way. You want to make sure they're equal, and they go out the equal shape, length, like that, if you can see. Probably see better from this side, but then you want to tape it. And that's basically it for that one. Besides, if you want, you can just cut the edges, and it won't affect anything. And then I think it looks a lot better. You can probably see what that looks like. Anyway, that is the basic function. That is the basic shotgun. But you need the trigger guard and trigger. Now for the trigger, you just need a piece of cardboard. Take part of it to the top after bending it, and just have it bend it in that shape. Bent in that shape, yeah. Then you'll need to take more and bend the ends of that so it's like that, facing outward. Then you want to tape the ends into the trigger guard shape you want. Now I chose like a half circle, semicircle, whatever. And then I have an extra one here, and that's basically just like a quarter circle or whatever. A little hard to explain the shape, but I think it looks pretty good. Either way, that's how you make a custom cardboard shotgun. And I know this is a little bit longer of a how to make video, but it is my favorite model I've ever made for a weapon like this. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you were able to follow the steps clearly, and if you did, enjoy your new model. Goodbye.